Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Tiny Park Challenge. We are getting pretty close to the end of the series, which is a little bit sad, but we have almost filled up all of the space, but we're not quite done yet. We're still decorating, and in this episode, we are going to build our 9th and final roller coaster in this park to meet our final objective. Look at this X Dimension coaster. This thing is awesome. Still needs some more supports. This coaster right here also needs some more supports, but I'll get around to it. It's probably one of the last things I'll do. But I worked on this building, this like a big space station up here, quite a bit in between episodes, mostly on the interior. Let me give you like a quick little tour of what we've done so far. And we're just gonna keep on building this thing up until it's completely done. I've been working on it like a couple hours in between each episode. As you can see, it's very detailed inside here. I spent a bit too much time, but I've become very, very invested into this theme park, and I just want it to look really good. But here's the queue for the new roller coaster. So like this right here, I had like I put like a gradient from dark all the way up to light. I don't know why I spent so much time on this like interior, but hey, I'm proud of it. Hey, there's a lot of people in line for this ride. Also, I did like the inside of the station, and these doors open up for us. I'm just gonna go through them, plow. I made like a really pretty warp tunnel for you to launch through. So yeah, we're getting there. All we have to do is like kind of finish this food court at the top, and things should be looking pretty good. But this building just looks so nice. I love the sci-fi scenery so much. So we'll come and work on this later in the episode. But I want to start off by building the new roller coaster, which is down on the bottom level. Let's go ahead and make our way down here. So this is our little underground forest that we're working on, and I had quite a few suggestions for some of the scenery theming that we should do on this new roller coaster, and decided to take a compilation of ideas. So somebody wanted a launched motorbike coaster, and I think those are alright. It's kind of similar to that new like Hagrid's ride in Universal Studios. And since it's launched, I thought it'd be a good ride to place in this area. And I wanted to do like a family coaster as well. So I feel like this type of space would work well for that. Then also lots of people wanted like glowing mushrooms. So I decided that we'll make this kind of like a glowing mushroom forests as well. Like this section right here. We'll add some mushrooms like over here as well. Lots of people were concerned about the trees, and they were like, how are the trees going to get light and stay alive? Let's just assume they're artificial trees. They're fake. They're made of plastic. You guys can't trust anything. Nothing is real anymore. We're all going to be taken over by AI someday, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, let's get this UI back over the screen so we can start building stuff. Oh, also, lots of people said it would look really cool if we put some fireflies down here. So you won't believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I try to sleep. Yes, there actually is a firefly special effect we can place down here, and we can make this like an enchanted firefly forest, which I am obsessed with. But I also grew up in an area where there was lots of fireflies. Missouri nights during the summer, there would be hundreds out, and you and your friends could go out with a jar and like fill up a jar with a bunch of fireflies and have like an artificial light. It would be super duper cool. So this just kind of takes me back. Although these fireflies are just like specks. They're not actual fireflies. It's like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, how there's just like a bunch of random specks just in the air. But yeah, this just kind of like adds like a little magical serenity to the environment, doesn't it? And we'll add more fireflies in a bit. I don't want to add too many down here right now because, well, I'm going to actually undo a few. I'm going to add them later, just because of the fact that I think having all these particles down here right now might actually lag out the game. I don't want it to do that while I'm building, so we'll add those later when I'm not trying to build. Anyways, time for our final coaster, which is going to be this launch motorbike coaster. Probably the lamest type of coaster we're going to have in the whole park. Ending on a lame note. It's a little bit unfortunate, but hey, I guess it has to be done. Well, we really don't have a lot of space here, so we're going to have to keep it tight. Okay, let's get to place that right there. And Yeah, good luck. Let's see if we can do this. Let's start with a hydraulic launch. It launches systems that propels trains at a speed along the track. Nice. What speed are we going to want to go? We get the target speed. There's a catch car return speed. So this could actually be a shuttle coaster. It doesn't need to be a full circuit. I'm just going to make it a full circuit anyways, though. I think that's going to be the easiest. So let's just like I'll change the target speed after we've built a little bit. Okay, so it's going to gain a little bit of speed right there. And we're going to have to turn this around quick. Dang. Are we going to like go over the path? Dang, I just placed this little windmill right here and it's already in the way. That's kind of unfortunate. To get it out of the way for now, I'm just going to like lower it into the ground. Temporarily. That's fine. Just cut off its legs. Okay, so I guess we're going to start off by going over the path, which wasn't intentionally planning on, but this is actually pretty dope. Yeah. Let's go. Is there space over here to work with? Oh yeah, I think so. Might have to move this tree. But this is a good way to start the coaster, I think. Going around our path. Yeah, that's going to be super sick. So I also built this like little building right here just to like clean everything up. Because I don't know, this like path that led down here just kind of felt like it was floating out in empty space. So I wanted to put something underneath it just to kind of like tie it in. And now that we have this like coaster weaving around, it's really starting to feel like it belongs a bit more. Okay, so I'm going to like straighten that out. We're going to have to curve this back around. This is a major yikes right now. Ooh. Just going to put this in test mode real fast. Because if we can make this like a shuttle coaster, that'd be great. Because it can be twice as long without having like the full amount of track. Okay, why is it stopping right there? Oh, okay. Just to build up the anticipation, I guess. Okay, we definitely need to speed up that launch. Oh no, that might hurt people. Okay, just poofs. Wait, what the heck? Oh my god, the poofs like knocked people down. Ha! It just knocked down a bunch of children. That's great. Okay, let's stop that for a second. You know, upon further examination, I don't think this is the type of coaster we're going to be able to do. We're going to have to do something that's a little bit more compact, I feel. Which kind of sucks, but I did not realize how small of a space we have to work with. So we have this like junior style coaster. I'm not even sure if that might also be too large. Like how large is the station for this? I feel like the station is a pretty good indicator. Whoa. This station is as long as Ron Jeremy. Okay. Jeez, that's like the longest freaking card I've ever seen. Are we going to have to go with just like a wild mouse? What about a Giga coaster? No. That's like the least possible coaster we could put in here. Free swing. What is this? Is that like a bird? There's some types of coasters in this game I still haven't seen, and this is one of them. What is this? Is this new? Oh, the people like sit off to the side? That's such a weird coaster type. Okay. What kind of things can this do? It's like rolls? That coaster seems too thick, but I'm very intrigued. I feel like I might just have to go with like a wooden wild mouse coaster, which honestly does fit this theme down here. This does work. Are these like little single trains? They should be. Okay, I actually like probably want to dig this down a little bit and put this station a little bit further down into the ground so we have a little bit more space above ourselves to work with. Okay, unfortunately, this type of coaster can launch. I don't think we need it to launch though. Just have it start off with a good old-fashioned chain lift straight out of the station. Okay, I think for now, I'm just gonna get like a lot of this ground out of the way so we just have a lot of space to work with. And I can always just like turn the supports on this off and then like put my own custom supports and then put like some ground underneath this. That way we have a lot of space to work with. Okay, do I still want to like go above all of this? I think we do. I really think we do. I actually have a really good idea now. I think this is the type of train we want to work with, because it's just so compact. Okay, so the supports on this thing are going to be very noticeable. We should probably make them not yellow at some point, just because it's a little bit too noticeable. Does this thing, I think this thing has to go in like 90-degree angles. Holy crap, that's moving fast. What? What's the fear go up to right there? 8? Yeah, that's not gonna work. I did not realize this thing would move so fast. Okay, we do not want it to like dive that quickly. Okay, so I think this is the type of coaster that you don't want to like have. What? Okay, the sparkles are just like knocking people down. That's the funniest thing ever. But I also don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna stop. Okay, so I think this coaster is almost like Rollercoaster Tycoon 1, 2, and 3. You have to kind of keep it on this like grid almost. Like, so you can only do 90-degree turns. There's nothing in between, which is interesting. Just how Wild Mouse coasters are, I guess. But that reminds me so much of Rollercoaster Tycoon. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. This coaster isn't going to be like moving too fast. I want it to be a bit more like leisurely. I'm trying to make this like the ultimate like family coaster in the park. I don't want it to be something that's like gonna terrify people, but I do want it to kind of explore. I think that'd be cool. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure this all weaves around okay, which it seems like it's going to. Hopefully it can maintain enough speed, and then we'll drop it back down right here, and this will be like the next main drop. Oh, don't turn that way. Turn that way. Okay, let's make sure it's banked a little bit. Is that the wrong way? I think so. Oops, my bad. Okay. All right, perfect. We're still in here. I love how like perfect everything lines up on this coaster, since it's like so grid-like. It's actually really cool. Okay, now let's do like a nice scary drop right here. This will be like the main drop that the kids will be spooked by. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause and like test this. Let's make sure it makes it all the way around this. Whoa, it's going super fast. Did not expect it to be going so fast right here. It like starts to slow down over here. Maybe I need to make this go up even higher right here. Kind of just want to give it a little test real fast to make sure it's fun to ride, you know? It's really weird seeing the RMC coaster above us, but I like it at the same time. Whoa, okay. This thing starts off. Oh, this is really fast. Okay, maybe. Whoa. Okay, that's cool, but I think we should somehow slow it down a bit more. Okay, I made some slight changes. Let's give it another test and see if it feels better to ride now. I lowered the first drop a little bit. It still goes pretty quick, but I feel like now it's tolerable, which is good. And then you have the scary drop right there, which is what the people are waiting for. But yeah, I like how it kind of like tours around this whole entire area. We just gotta make this not yellow, because I do not think that's the strat. I think brown is a good direction. And as far as the colors of the path, I want the track to blend in more so, and then to have the scenery around it be what stands out. So maybe it's like a dark purple, maybe. Yeah, kind of like the purple. Nice. Okay. And let's keep on going with this piece. So right here, I'm just gonna have it like kind of zigzag back and forth. Wild Mouses usually have something like this, although usually they're a bit tighter, but for some reason it won't let me do like really tight 90-degree turns, which I'm fine with. And I'm also gonna turn the track supports off right here, just because I'm gonna have like the station underneath, and we'll have a building, and we'll just have this like sit on top of the building. That's how it'll blend in. Oh wow, we have like a really deep pit over here. Wait, what the heck? Oh, this is the underground lake that we made, isn't it? Forgot about this lake. Do we want to like go over there at all? Probably not. I don't want to taint the lake. What the heck? Did it run into the ground? I didn't know that could actually even happen. That was awesome. Okay, I feel like we got to do something over here to like make it look interesting. So I'm thinking about having like a cool like tunnel or building that you go through, and that like adds on to like the scenery for sure. So this is gonna be inside some sort of structure. We'll figure out what it's going to be in the future. I should probably balance this out. If it goes down for too long, it starts to like gain too much speed and go like off the freaking rails. This isn't supposed to be like a Donkey Kong Country level. We're not trying to like kill these people, or are we? Maybe we are. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this section up here is gonna be on top of the roof, and then this is gonna be inside some sort of factory. I don't know, whatever it is. And then, well, actually, that's a good idea. Like, kind of base it off of that one level in Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze where you go through like a buzzsaw, like a lumber mill. So we can have some like buzz saws and stuff in here, make it seem like you're going through a lumber mill, put some logs and whatnot, and then it's gonna go back through the station. Gonna have like a small airtime hill inside, and then we're gonna be back over here again. In which case, I think I'm going to just turn around, I guess. Oh no, people are flying. No good, no good. Okay. Then let's get it back to the station entrance now. It's like a triple layer. I don't think anybody's gonna get their head chopped off, fortunately, so I think we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna have a loop around the outside of this like lumber mill over here again. It's gonna go through like its own little tunnel. This ride's gonna take a lot of scenery decorating, but it's part of the job, I guess. Okay, am I able to put brakes? I am able to put trim brakes. Perfect. Okay. So if that's the case, we can have some trim brakes, and then we'll just lower it back into the station right here. It's like perfect. I think it's trimmed. Is this trimmed right here? Make sure there's some trim brakes on here. Actually, friction brakes. Perfect. Can we do it on the curve as well? Might as well. Yeah, let's make sure we trim like the whole way through, so it goes back into there slowly. And then we have a full circuit, so let's go ahead and test it and see how it feels to ride. I'm so excited! Last coaster in the park, guys! This is so exciting! And then we just gotta continue decorating, which we're getting there. I'd say after this episode, we'll have one more final episode where we'll finish all of the decorations in the park, and then we'll have like the final park tour video. All right, here we go. Hopefully there's not much to change. There shouldn't be, just because of this coaster track being the way it is. It's supposed to be kind of like choppy and have a lot of like right turns and stuff. So far I'm liking it. Gotta fix these supports that are poking through. Some portions are supposed to be more leisure. Some are supposed to be a bit more intense. So woo! That part's gonna be good. Little airtime hill. Circle back around. So I like how slow it is right there. Then you pick up some speed again for this ending section. Did not realize how slow that was gonna be, but it's okay because this is where it picks up speed again. Okay, that was pretty good. Trying to make the height just kind of more smoothed out around this whole entire thing. Maybe even just like lower the height a little bit in general. Like it's kind of dragging. So if we lower it just a tiny bit, it should be able to make it up the hill better. I also want to smooth out the height on this whole entire like hill as well. I guess once this coaster is open, we'll officially meet our final objective. Dude, this is so hype. All right, let's go ahead and make the queue. Okay, I want to make this a skinny boy. Just want to have this like curve back and forth in here. Terrain to uneven. What? Okay, perfect. Get it all connected. Now, or the exit path, which is in the way. All right, it's all connected. Can we open it? The ride's still untested. Oh my god, we did it! Oh my god, we have beaten the Tiny Park Challenge. Woo! Let's go. Hard objectives complete. We officially have become theme park moguls. That's what I'm talking about. Let's open this thing up. We now have 9 coasters in Sapphire City. What is happening? I'm so pumped. It's like the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me in the past 24 hours. Okay. Well, we have the coaster open, but that doesn't mean this park is done. We still have quite a bit of decorating to do. This basement is still pretty rough looking, so I think we should go through here and make it look less rough. I'm gonna start off by getting rid of these like temporary lights I placed in. This was mostly just to light things up, so I didn't have to use the flashlight for everything. I ended up using the flashlight anyways, but I'm gonna have some different types of lights scattered throughout here. So let's just get these out of the way. Okay, all the lights are out of here. What is this coaster's rating, by the way? It is 3.6. That's perfect. This is actually going to bring a lot of people down here, I bet. People love these medium intensity coasters for some reason in this park. I have no idea why that is, but that is how it is. Okay. So, I guess it's time to start building a station. Let's do what we do best. Okay, so I've started building the structure around this. Starting to look pretty clean. Let's go ahead and just like put some different terrain down here. Yeah, this asphalt. If we put asphalt down here, it already just kind of makes it look like you're inside a building. And also, we're gonna change this track a little bit at the end, because after like looking at it a bit, I think just like ending with such a weird just incline to the station seems kind of dangerous. So I'm gonna have it like slowly go down, starting from like up here, so it doesn't have to just do it at the very end. So I'm just gonna have to like erase it all and just kind of put it back in place, but it's okay. Now we have a better idea of what we're going for. Okay, I think what I'm gonna have to do is just like use this extra space over here. Like I never even used this in the first place, but I kind of just like rose the ground over here. Now I have a lot more like area to work with, so might as well make this coaster long. We don't have very many super like long like experience driven coasters in the park, so definitely doesn't hurt to have one put in here for sure. Okay, we got them at the right height. We just gotta get a good connection going. Let's put some trim brakes right here. Then I can make a good connection. Ooh, it's actually like really perfect. Didn't know it could get that long. Jeez. Okay, and another full connection. There, I think we made the roller coaster a lot better by doing that. That ending just felt really rushed, so I'm glad we went and fixed that up. Has to go through another test. So let's let it do that. Alright, so I've completed a decent amount of this building, so I'm going to go ahead and test this ride again real fast, just to make sure it's all good before we open it back up. And then we're going to keep on decorating. I kind of like the way the supports of this RMC coaster come down to this wild mouse. That looks pretty cool. So here's the first drop. Doesn't gain too much speed, so I think we're fine. Kind of hauls at the beginning, but that's okay, I think. It needs to have some speed. Here's the first major drop. Makes it back up inside. So here's the top floor. Makes it through, goes down. Still need to build a station for our launch coaster as well. We're moving there. Oh, okay. We go back inside the station again. Go back around again. Go back inside third time. And cool. I was afraid that'd be head choppy, but I think we're fine on the headroom there. People can just duck their heads a little bit if they're tall. That's the way we'll work with that. Alright, so that is the full thing. It is definitely coming together. Let's go ahead and keep on adding more interesting elements. Okay, I want to put some sort of like porch that like extends over the entrance of this ride, just to kind of give it like a more stylized entrance. But some of these trees are in the way. I want to move the trees for now and come back to them and like place them after I've created my buildings. Move, trees, get out the way. Get out the way, trees, get out the way. Okay. Get back to it. Alright, nice looking porch we got over here. Not too shabby. Here's the entrance to the ride. It's really skinny. You have to like You have to kind of get up and close and personal with Chad right here before you go on this coaster, apparently. He might do a full body frisk if he wants to. Yep. But here we are. Still kind of bland inside the building, but we got a good structure. Let's go ahead and reopen this thing back up. But we are going to need some ride names for the rides that we've put down here. So this Wild Mouse coaster, which, is purple the right color? I don't think so. Like, upon further inspection, I think I need to go with more of like a brownish color. Like, I don't think purple's the way to go. I think it just like stands out a bit too much. Yeah, I feel like that looks better overall. I think the next thing we should do is place some nature. Before we do that, let's place a little bit like of terrain. Let's do some terrain sculpting, because I don't think this needs to be just like all flat and everything. I think we could like build some cliffs or something like this. That way it seems like the chain lift was kind of like built here for a reason. Ooh, that's cool. Then let's have it like go through like a little cave down here when it like goes down into this dip. That way it seems like it's dipping for a reason. Because we gonna make it dip, make it dip, make it dip, make it dip, make it dip. Okay, hopefully I can carve this out. Okay. Okay, now we just gotta do some painting because there would not be any grass down here. I guess there kind of would be because this is our underground forest. But let's go ahead and just make it more naturalized looking. I think it'd be cool to have like a little pond over here maybe. Let's see how this will work. Whoa, that's like too bright. Little stone pond. And we just have some like supports coming down through right here. That's kind of cool. It actually probably look cool in this water. Yeah, that's like very small, but that's okay. Let's put some like bushes around here and stuff to just kind of like tie it in. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. How does it look without lights though? Ooh, it's really, really dark. This tree is like all up in my face. Get out of here, tree. Okay, so we're also going to be placing mushrooms down here, like I said. So let's see how they look in the night, because they're glowing mushrooms. Is it just the dots that glow? I'm going to go to all and just type in mushroom, because I know we had different types. I was playing the challenge mode the other day and I saw different types. Do these glow? Oh, they don't. That'd be cool though. Do any of these glow? Neon mushrooms. Ooh, I like these a lot. These are like the perfect shape too. Oh, that's so neat. What is the second color like control? I don't even know. It's like almost too pink. Has to be more like pastel for it to look normal. Okay. Cool. We have to have some lights too, because these like almost stand out too much. Might be better off just with like these two types of mushrooms. I feel like if we use too many types of mushrooms, they won't like have the same like effect. Yeah, it's like try to like put some throughout here. It's just so dark. You know, lighten all this up. Okay, the combination of these two lights is actually really, really cool. This is like looking very magical. And once we get some more plants in here, it should really tie this all together, dude. Heck yeah. Okay, let's see how our little enchanted magical forest is coming so far. We got some beautiful mushrooms all over the place. Love the lighting. Lighting kind of changes when you come up to this upper section. I think it's rad. Why are we like so far into the seat? Like, I feel like we're just like being engulfed by it. Okay. Alright, cool. That's pretty much it so far. The second half of the ride isn't lit up yet. It's very dark in the back half. Alright, now I gotta build this big lumber mill back here, which is gonna be an interesting blueprint to create. And then we also need to make a station around this ride, which I think, what am I to do? Because like you go into this like really futuristic tunnel, so I need to like somehow tie them together. Do we want to do something futuristic down here? Would that even work? I don't freaking know, dude. What's the story behind this ride? Whoa! People are really interested in this ride. Maybe it just seems that way because the path is so skinny, so they have to stand in like such single file. I guess not even single file. They're still lining up next to each other. At least these kids are. Okay, we need to, there's so much work to do. Let's just keep going. All right, let's go ahead and just darken this. Put some tarmac. This is a no grass zone. No grass zone. No grass zone. So I don't think we're gonna make this fully out of wood. We're gonna kind of use some stone and we're gonna use wood. We're gonna kind of like tie it together. All right, so we got a pretty firm foundation set up in here. So just a big L-shaped Tetris block. Nothing more, nothing less. But we are utilizing this space much better than I originally expected. Like back when we were making that motorbike coaster, I was like, yikes. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, but hey, now I'm feeling pretty confident. Gotta decide if I wanna make this lumber mill 2 separate floors. I think I wanna be able to see like the bottom floor from above, but we should have some like platforms and something inside. What does the lumber mill look like? I don't know. Let me do some research real fast. Okay, so what I did right here is I used the shift key to make a path in the air, and I used it to make the supports for this roller coaster be up in the air a little bit so we don't have as many supports, and then this will just be like a walkway. Let me just get rid of the railings and we'll like kind of tie this in with scenery. All right, and perfect. That is like a perfect walkway. Now let's go ahead and combine it with stuff, and we'll put logs in here, some saws, and it's gonna look good. Okay, so this lumber mill is starting to take shape even more. It's really, really cool. I actually really like this. You wouldn't even expect this. This ride has so many different like vibes to it. So many different sections. Like this is becoming one of my favorite rides in the park. I thought this ride was going to be lame, but it's ended up being awesome. Okay, let's keep going. So this is like starting to not even seem like the same location now that I'm really starting to frame everything in. It's looking really, really good though. Oh, it's about to go off. Let's watch it go down the tunnel. Why is it just sitting there? Holy crap. Okay. I didn't realize that like fakes you out. But yeah, so I haven't really done any decorating, but I have just been building like the basic structure around everything, which is, I mean, decorating, but really getting there. People are really enjoying this ride, but it's still super dark in here, so I should probably light it up next. That's probably my next goal. Let's do that. Okay, a lot of new lighting has been put in place. I made this room black and green. I thought that was like a cool color combination because then you go inside this tunnel. I don't know, it's like a kind of cool transition. There's not much of a story to it. You just get to go through this line and you end up in a green room. Cool. Anyways, I think the lumber mill is looking really cool with the lights. Especially when you're like up in this top section, it's a bit darker. And then you can like see all of the stuff like down below you, and you see like all these different layers. You're like, what? There's still this much left of this roller coaster? This thing is like super long. There's so many different sections. There's all that, and then we have everything that's inside this room. Oh no, the station's still super dark. All these people are just waiting in the darkness. All right, let's get some lights in here too then. Okay, so I have finished building, I would say about like 90% of the structure. Let's take a peek real fast. This is looking rather slick. A lot of people are on this ride, excited to go on it. I like having this like piece of track going above the lines. People can like watch it and get excited for the ride. And then if you look up, there's a piece above us as well. So it's just like multi-layered, and all the layers make it so much fun. Then whoa, people are kind of walking through that wall right there. Might need to fix. And this room is a little bit darker, but I wanted to give it a darker ambience. And I use these spotlights to make it kind of cool, because you're about to go into like this mystical woods, which is also combined in with the lumber mill, which still doesn't have enough decorations. So let's put some decorations. So a little trick that I would like to advise if you're trying to build things quickly, because there's a lot of scenery pieces, but there's not that many scenery pieces, if you know what I mean. So you can literally go to like all the scenery pieces, and I would recommend you like put a filter on it to a certain degree, because there's a lot of pieces, but kind of like narrow it down to like the pieces you think you would want, and then go through, and then there's like a little star. Click on the star to favorite a piece. If you think it's a piece, they're going to one of your builds, and then you can just click on this favorites button up here, and you'll have all your favorited items right there. So you can just have all the pieces you need, so you don't have to like search for stuff. You can just build quickly. So that's what we're going to do. Starting off with these saws. We gotta have some good places for these saws. So I have this piece right here, the ancient trap saw blade, which is part of the adventure pack. But I'm pretty sure we could use it for some interesting spooks on this upper section. So let's just make sure it's angled the right way. Okay, there it is. It's actually pretty terrifying. Raise it up a little bit more. Don't want it to cut through the track. Then let's change the colors so it like fits in a little bit better. So we'll have like 2 of these up here. And this is where you'll start to feel like you're in a lumber mill. And we'll have like a section up here. And we can have a section up here with logs being held up in the air. And we'll use some triggers to make sure that this doesn't actually kill people. At some point, we'll let it kill a few people and then we'll come back and add the triggers. First I need to build my log platforms. Alright, unfortunately we have a bunch of logs, so we can go ahead and like fill this up. This platform probably doesn't seem the most like practical because, well, mainly because I'm not sure how you would get the logs out. These logs are kind of stuck here, but good thing they're decoration, huh? Alright, let's like stack these up, get like a good pile going. I'm just like kind of rotating them so they don't look like they're the same logs exactly. Okay, I'd say our log pile is looking pretty good. So you come in here, I'd say it feels like you're in a lumber mill. When you come in, you see the logs, you see the saws. Makes sense to me. Alright, I also have a bunch of rotating gears, which I'm going to place in here. And that's going to make it seem like there's like a bunch of machinery that is making all this stuff work, because we're going to have some like more saws and stuff. We also have rotating wheels. I'm not really sure if I can use that for anything, but I have them favorited just in case I needed them. But I think for the most part, we're going to stick with, well, what's this? Iron flywheel. Okay, I think I know of something else we can use that for. So oil pump. Does the oil pump seem like it would belong in here? Like if we hid half of it, made it seem like there was just like something like that. Okay, I think that's looking pretty cool. Keep on adding more of these gears and go into war. Okay, so this room is starting to feel like it's moving a little bit. I'm gonna come back up into this room that we have up here. This is gonna be like our little storage room, or something along those lines. We're just gonna have like different like barrels and stuff. Just kind of be, like I said, just a storage room. We have some like rope coils. We'll hang those up on the wall. We have some, it's like a spooky log pile for a fireplace, but I figured, hey, that would actually kind of work in here. Can have a ladder too sitting up here. Something we can also do is I'm gonna take this ladder. Let's turn angle snap off. I'm gonna make it seem like it was leaned up against this fence. I'm gonna place like one of these crates in here. I feel like these would be good for like storage or something. If anybody looks down here, they can see that there's like lumber stacked up. It'll look real good. This room is looking pretty nice. Just gonna hide the ladder, make it seem like it's trying to pull stuff up to this upper level, because that actually makes a bit more sense. And then that gives us a lot more room over here for all the lumber that we are cutting up in this mill. And I could place these things down all day long. Look at this lumber pile. It's cedar wood, because I'm cedar wall. That's how it works around here. Is that enough? It's a pretty decent amount. I feel like we might want a little bit more though. Let's keep on stacking. I need a... Okay, I think that's enough. That's a big old pile of wood right there. What else can we place down on the ground? Maybe some more of like our barrels and stuff, and just like filling up the space a little bit, making the space look like it's being used. And I think we're really going places. I think we're just about done. Let's go ahead and give it a ride real fast and see what else needs to be done. Oh wait, we still have to put more of these saws. Where am I going to place these? I need to have something out like here. Let's see. This is a pretty good makeshift little saw, if I do say so myself. Perfect. I think if we also added some like sound effects for saws and stuff, that would really like kind of bring it all together. But hey, I say that's pretty good. Should we have... I think it might help if we actually put some gears like on these saws so it makes sense that they're spinning. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the most effective way to do this type of machinery, But hey, it is now all being powered. It looks cool. That's all that matters. I just want it to look cool. Maybe we should use some of the smaller gears instead of just all the big ones. Okay, that looks a little bit better, I'd say. But cool. This thing is really starting to take shape. Let's go ahead and give it a ride real fast. I want to see what this is starting to look like. Alright, here we go. This camera angle is way better, especially for a ride like this, where we want to see the scenery. Oh, I love this ride so much. Oh, the mushrooms look so cool, man. Okay, it goes from that. Now we're in the storage room. The storage room goes by pretty fast, so it doesn't need to be that detailed. And then we go into the actual sawmill. Oh, wait. I never changed the... I never added the triggers, my bad. I'll fix that. Or will I? Back inside the station. Wait, why is nobody inside? Oh, the ride, did it break down? What's going on? That's probably what happened. And then here's the last section. This is like a mixture of a dark ride and a roller coaster. It's freaking awesome. I think it's in test mode? Oh yeah, because I like changed the supports. That's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and re-add the fireflies again. To put the fireflies to bring life. The reason we had to redo it is because I think I added like too many fireflies at first. We only want them like in this garden section over here, and I put them like everywhere. Because these fireflies have a lot of different particles to them, so it's better off if you like kind of space them out as much as possible. Alright, with that, I think we're at the end of yet another episode of the Tiny Park Challenge. Although we have beaten the challenge this episode, this is not the last episode. We will still have one more final episode where we finish decorating this park, and then we will do a full park tour afterwards. But let's go ahead and see everything we've built on the bottom level so far. You're so close. This is going to look so cool. This is a really cool entrance into the bottom layer. Oh. My bad, windmill. There we go. Back to its rightful place. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.